I didn't realize how common iron deficiency is in women until I started learning about nutrition, and honestly, it makes so much sense as to why so many of us are tired, feeling run down, and can't push through our workouts. Do you feel like you're dragging through the afternoon, can't finish your workout, feel mentally foggy even after having a nap? If that sounds familiar, then stick around, because hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to understand why iron matters, how to spot if your levels are low, and the practical steps you can take to support your energy and long-term health. So here's the thing. So many of us just assume that fatigue is normal. We tell ourselves that I'm busy, stressed, I didn't sleep enough. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes it's not the whole story. Iron deficiency is actually really common in women, especially if you're menstruating, training, or just not eating enough iron-rich foods. And the trickiest thing is, sometimes it doesn't even show up as dramatic symptoms. It's something that builds up slowly and subtly over a couple months until you feel like your energy is just running on empty. So what I want to do today is break it down into a simple, practical way that you can implement in your day-to-day life. First, let's talk about what iron actually even is. Iron is a mineral, one of those that is super important in women's health. Its main job? Carrying oxygen around the body. Think of delivery drivers dropping off oxygen at every cell. When iron levels are low, those delivery drivers slow down, and that's why everything feels 10 times harder. Your workouts feel impossible, brain fog increases, simple tasks just feel exhausting. Iron also plays a role in supporting your immune system, maintaining healthy skin and hair, and supporting your hormones. So it's not just about avoiding anemia, it's about supporting your body in multiple ways. How do you know if this is actually even affecting you? Some signs are obvious and others are a bit less. Feeling tired all the time, even after sleeping. Getting short of breath doing things you normally wouldn't. Feeling dizzy or lightheaded. Cold hands and feet. Hair thinning and brittle nails. And sometimes it shows up in less obvious ways, like mood swings, difficulty concentrating, or reduced exercise performance. I remember one client telling me she thought she was just lazy or extremely stressed. She got a blood test done and it turned out her iron levels were extremely low, making her feel completely drained. She tweaked her nutrition and her energy levels came back within a matter of weeks. In the UK, the recommended daily intake of iron for women is around 14 to 18 micrograms, depending on your age and whether you're menstruating. But here's the important part. It's also worth noting that not all the iron that you eat is actually absorbed. Some plant-based sources are less bioavailable than animal sources. That's where pairing with vitamin C comes in. It can help your body absorb more of what you eat. So you might be thinking, okay, what do I actually do then? Let's break it down. Focus on iron-rich foods. Talking about animal sources, things like red meat, chicken, turkey, and eggs. Plant-based sources can be things from spinach, kale, lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. Pair these with vitamin C. This is the ultimate hack. A simple example is adding a cup of orange slices into a salad or a chicken stir fry with red bell peppers. Another thing to do is avoid absorption blockers. You might not want to hear this, but unfortunately, drinking tea and coffee with a meal might slow absorption. Calcium supplements or high calcium foods can also interfere, so try and avoid having these with iron-rich meals. The most important thing to do is not panic and think about hitting specific goals every day. Start with small adjustments, like having one extra source of iron per day and spreading your iron-rich foods across meals. Here's what a day might look like. For breakfast, you might have an omelette with spinach, bell peppers, and a side of fruit. Lunch might be a lentil and vegetable salad with some lemon dressing, and a snack could be a handful of small pumpkin seeds or almonds. Dinner could be grilled chicken or tofu mixed with lovely crunchy vegetables. These meals are simple, easy to prep, and cover your iron intake and vitamin C without overcomplicating anything. And remember, small, consistent changes add up. You don't need to start doing a big overhaul of your diet overnight. Of course, this video is general education. I'm not diagnosing anyone. If you think you might be low in iron, the best step is to go and check with a qualified healthcare professional. But being aware of iron, knowing what it actually does, and being aware of ways that you can actually support your intake is the first step. For me, this is exactly the kind of thing that I think about with Fiery. It's not necessarily about how you feel today, but how you're going to support yourself in the future. Building habits like eating iron-rich foods, moving more, and consistently nourishing yourself is going to help you build a stronger future you. That's what Fiery is all about. So if you're constantly drained and low on energy, then it might be time to look a little bit deeper. Start by looking at your diet, include some iron-rich foods, and pair that with vitamin C, and see how your energy levels respond. Drop a comment below if this resonated with you, and I'd love to hear your experiences or any questions you have. Remember, living Fiery isn't about extremes. It's about building consistent habits that are going to help your future self thrive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.